So today I'm going to discuss about the causes of the ocean current. So number one cause is the Earth's rotation. So we all know, because of the rotation of the earth, all the freely moving objects either deflect in the right, in the northern hemisphere, and in the left, in the southern hemisphere, and have a anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere and clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere. So like the winds, the ocean currents also follow the same pattern. They get deflect in the right in the northern hemisphere and the left in the southern hemisphere, and they flow in a clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Next is wind. Wind plays a very active role in the formations of this in the origination of this ocean current. We all know that the winds are the freely moving objects over the earth's surface. So these winds blow over the vast ocean surface and it drag the surface water from the oceans to the direction in the direction which it is blowing. Next is temperature and salinity of ocean water. The unequal heating produce the convectional current in the ocean surface or ocean water, and as a result of that, the water of the equatorial region expands and come and flow towards the poles as surface current, whereas the water of the polar region, being the cooler and heavier, they cannot flow up as the surface because they are heavier. They sink down and flow towards the equator as undercurrent. The water of the the water which are higher in salinity, they are also denser and heavier. As a result of that, they also flow like the undercurrent, whereas the water which is less saline, they are lighter, and as a result of that, they rise up and flow along the surface. Next is density of ocean water. The difference in the density actually controls the flow of the current, and this density actually depends on basically on two things. One is temperature and the salinity of the water. So if the temperature increases, then the density of the water increases, and if the temperature decreases, sorry, I've said the wrong thing. If the temperature increases, then the density of the water decreases. If the temperature decreases, then the density of the water increases. So the warm current move as the surface current, and the cold current move as the undercurrent, because the cold currents have got more density, whereas the warm current got less density in comparison to this. Next is the melting of the ice. Melting of the ice means it is adding more fresh water to the oceans, making the water less saline. Because of this reason, in the Arctic Ocean region, over where the adding of the fresh water is much prevalent because of the melting of this ice, over there it is found that the water of the Arctic Ocean are less saline. As a result of that, they blow as they becomes less dense. So the less dense water will not be able to flow as the undercurrent, and it flows as a surface current. The next is the shape of the coastline. The shape of the coastline also creates some influence in the direction of the flow of the wind. So wherever there is some coastlines, or the shape of the coastline actually modifies the pattern of the ocean current also. Seasonal variation. So this also cause the movement of the ocean currents, most pronounced in the Indian Ocean. Why? Because the currents in the North Indian Ocean change their direction from season to season because of the seasonal rhythm of the monsoons. During the winter time, the ocean currents blow in an anti-clockwise direction, whereas during the summer time there is a reversal of current occurs. So this is all about the origin of the ocean current. So thank you everyone.